Welcome to the DMF. I'm Justin Younts. This is part one.
I have an audiobook narrator, voice actress, writer, consultant. Please welcome to the DMF, Kris Keppeler. How are you doing?
Ah, I am doing pretty good today. Yeah, how about you?
I'm doing pretty well. So, my first question is, as all,
Oh, I was born in Worcester, Ohio,
oh wow,
so the Midwest, and lived there till I was about first grade, and then we moved to Michigan.
mm,
Yes, yeah, where it's Lansing. So, but it is very. I don't remember about Michigan was it was very snowy in the
yeah.
wintertime. Very snowy. Yeah. Yeah.
Was that a big shock to you, moving from the Midwest to where it snows all the time?
I kinda like the snow. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, except when it got so high that we were out of school for a week once. It was so high the plows couldn't get through for a week.
So could you not like go outside your door?
We had to dig a path. Anywhere you had wanted to go, you had to dig a path.
Wow, that's funny. And then it,
Yeah.
and then it would just like kind of go back in, cave that back into itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was, yeah, that was a little too much snow. But otherwise, it was fun. Um, but I don't like the Midwest, the, hot, sticky, humid weather in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. So, and then when I was about, 9 or so, we moved out to, Washington State. So, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So Ohio,
Yeah,
Michigan, and then all
Michigan.
the way to Washington. So
Yeah, yeah,
what was that
and,
like?
uh, I liked it much better. We moved to Eastern Washington, which is
Hmm,
actually a desert climate. It's really similar to actually LA as far as
really?
climate goes. Yeah, except they get snow. But otherwise, in the spring and summer and
Yeah.
fall, it's yeah.
Wow.
And the only thing I missed about Michigan was the fall and the leaves turning because they
Hmm,
really don't do that in Wenatchee in a, sort of desert, semi-desert. So, uh, but otherwise it was the dry heat was better than that. Yeah.
yeah.
Humid. Yeah.
Did moving from different places, do you think that helped you growing up?
Yeah. Um, I'm a bit of an explorer anyway.
Hmm,
And so it was fun to see different places. I enjoy traveling. I haven't done a lot of it lately, but
hmm,
I enjoy traveling. Yeah, and seeing different places, eating different kinds of food.
hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it helped expand my world. Yeah, I did. I can't remember not liking to travel. Yeah, not at all. Liked it.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Were you always interested in the arts?
Yeah, I started out, my dad liked to sing,
Hmm.
and so I started out singing in junior high choir,
Oh.
and I really enjoyed that. I was told I couldn't sing, but it's like, I'm like it, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
Wait, you were told you could sing.
I couldn't sing. Nope,
Couldn't sing.
I was discouraged from
Oh
singing,
wow.
yes. Yeah, but I'm like, I really enjoyed it, so I kept going. I
Yeah.
tried lessons. They told me I couldn't sing either. They also told me I was an alto,
And you found out you
and,
weren't?
no, it turns out I wasn't. It took several years later to find that out when I finally got a teacher who knew what the heck they were doing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so what I'm sorry, but like what were they discouraging you about? Did they just not think you could carry a tune? Did they not like your voice? What
Yeah, I couldn't I didn't have, I
the
lacked a
ear?
musical ear.
Yeah.
And the only reason is I just hadn't it
Yeah.
turns out I just needed, some musical training, ear
That's
training.
that's the same thing for
Um,
me. I had to really, learn that. Like right now I'm working with my piano teacher on relative pitch, which is,
uh-huh.
which is difficult to, it's like, okay,
Oh my
just hear
god.
that
Yeah.
and hear that,
Yeah.
this and stuff. So yeah, I kind of went through the same thing. It was frustrating, but yeah, I liked to cool. So
Yeah.
how did that so how did that did that bridge you into acting?
It did.
It did.
It did. It took a while, but yeah, it did. I got bored with choir. And
Mm.
I decided that I wanted to keep singing, but I was bored with choir. Um, and so a blind date took me to a Gilbert and Sullivan production. On the back of the program, it said, "We're looking for chorus members." And
What
I
was the
said,
show? What was the show?
Iolanthe,
Wow.
which is not one of the more, one
Yeah,
of the ones you see as often as Gilbert and Sullivan. It's a nice story, actually.
yeah.
Um, and so,
There's something so classic about those old shows that you just don't
yeah,
see with the modern day musicals. They just don't have that.
n-
I don't know. It's
yeah,
it's weird. Gilbert and Sullivan just had sing
yeah,
the
it
answer.
did. And it's so silly, but so
Yeah.
relevant in
Yeah.
areas. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I got to be a course member and I got to be a fairy and sing and wave a wand on stage and I had wings and it's like this is so much better than standing on a riser in a black dress.
So you like that aspect of being able to move and
Yeah, I
be.
like being able to move and sing and granted it was a challenge
Mm,
to do, but still it was just fun. So that's how I got so I continued doing some coursework in musicals, and then it's like, I wouldn't be at the front of the
yeah.
stage. To
So
be
you
at the
just kept the
front of the stage, I had to take acting lessons, and that's how I got into acting, and
what
so,
discipline were you trained in?
you know, it was a real mix.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a well-known and well-regarded acting school here in Seattle,
Mm,
um, but it they didn't if you did their main program, they were into Meisner.
yeah.
So I got but a lot of their teachers were schooled in various different.
Yeah.
So I never really got I got a little Meisner. I probably got yeah.
Some Strasbourg.
Yeah, probably some of that. Yeah, so I got just a real mixture. Um
That's what I studied. I went to school. I went to the neighborhood playhouse, and that's where Meisner came from. And then I went next door and studied Lee Strasberg. And was there one that
Yeah.
you felt? Was there a discipline that you liked more? Or
You know, not not really.
mm,
Meisner made sense,
mm,
made a lot of sense. Um, but the the breakthrough for me was all the teachers kept saying, "We need to see you. Where are
mm,
you?"
mm.
And that's when I put myself and then I was older. I mean, I didn't get into acting until I was in my late 30s.
Wow.
So I was not a young, unformed.
Yeah.
I had a lot of experience. And so so it's like
Do
put
you do you think that hampered you or helped you?
um once I got to we need to see you and your
Mm,
experience in the character, then it helped a lot.
interesting.
'Cause I had a lot of experience to draw on
Yeah.
when it's like, how would I feel as this character in this situation? And I had a lot of experience to draw on. And so
That's
that came through, all that experience that I'd had. So that finally broke it open for me, and I I don't think that's any really standard discipline, but it's like,
yeah.
how do you teach someone who's older act who's not had. And then I did improv with Gary Austin. So that also
Did you
yeah.
did you find improv easier to jump into being older?
No, harder.
Harder.
I would say. Unfortunately, I had a bad experience with improv several years earlier. And
Really?
so that made it harder. That bad experience made improv harder. Although working with Gary, I finally, sort of got into it, but
Yeah.
it's never been my favorite thing to do on stage. Yeah. But
But you never know, like on stage.
well,
get
you never
somebody-
know. I
You
certainly
get
have had
somebody. One of
yeah.
my first plays, the guy he basically criticized my acting on stage, and I had like no idea like what to. I mean,
Oh
he was a real. He should have been fired because he just was
no. Yeah, no kidding.
awful. But
Oh my
like
god.
I was like thrown into like this things. I like my first play I did. I had to do a Russian dialect.
Oh my
And I had to
god.
sit at a table the whole time.
Oh my
So like
god.
I like the worst things you could have. So like
Yeah, no
went to a dialect.
kidding.
I went to a dialect teacher. I said, "Okay, I'm terrified. I don't know what to do." And then my second play, I was like a lead and thrown in there, and I was like everybody knew all this stuff, and I was like,
Oh
I just want to
no.
be good, And I
Yeah.
told the director, I said, "Look, I'll come early and I'll work with you. Just
Yeah.
I want to be able to do." But
Yeah.
so that's interesting. You were talking that
Yeah.
what was the experience? Was it just, I assume it wasn't like what I had, but
It was just he just yelled at all of us constantly and berated us, and it just gave me,
standard
it's like
acting is it's
yeah,
some yeah.
but it was improv stuff, and so it just left a bad taste in my mouth
Yeah.
about improv. And then when I went to work with Gary Austin, it's like I've got
Yeah.
this bad taste, and it was really hard to get rid of. Let me tell you.
Gary was able to to do that, but sometimes you can get that. It's sad sometimes as you get, you
Yeah.
don't know what the teacher's going to be till you start working with them, and then you start to think, is this what all of it's like? It's
Yeah.
it's hard. Acting is kind of like singing. It's not an instrument where you can like feel
Yeah.
it. You've got to
Yeah.
feel the instrument from like within, and
Yeah.
and then you're using like psychology at times. It's such a weird situation. But I saw that you went to Washington and you studied. You got a degree in like liberal arts, and then your other degree, I believe, is you know better than I do.
Oh, actually, my original degree, yeah, really, I went to junior college,
Hmm.
and really, that was just, a liberal
Yeah.
arts degree, but there was a heavy emphasis on math and science.
Hmm.
Um, and then I got a degree in allied health at Central Washington,
Yeah. So,
and became a medical technologist. Worst job ever for me.
really,
It's like, bad choice.
you just didn't like it?
No, it's doing lots of tests over and over and over again as fast as you can.
So
And
it's a
I'm
lot
a
of lab
problem
work.
solver. I'm a problem solver. There's no problem solving. It's just doing things over and over as fast as you can. It's like
Just redundant. Yeah.
very redundant, like very bored. Um, yeah. And my coworkers liked me because I was a problem solver. So if, if there was a problem they gave it to me and said, "Go fix this."
Yeah. So now it brings me to like going back to acting. Like what was it about acting that just
Um, it was really hard at first. But it was like, well, I was very afraid to speak in front of people.
yeah, I think I
And
read about that when I was doing research.
yeah, and so it was just it got to be where it was when I finally, learned more about putting myself in the character, my feelings in the character and my experiences.
Mm.
It was just fun to get up, you know, in front of people, and then I discovered that, um, I wasn't afraid of speaking in front of an audience anymore.
Yeah.
It just went away. It was like, I had no
Yeah.
idea. I got up, somebody asked me to speak in front of give a little business presentation. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I got up and started talking and went, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah. So kind of curious. So you were kind of attracted to like that difficult.
Yeah, it was like I was really enjoying being on stage, and it's like, okay, to get, better parts, get to the front of the stage, I need to learn this. And
Yeah.
it it was overall, it was a fun learning experience. It was learning to do something that I never thought I could ever do.
Interesting.
And I did it, and then it was really a great feeling that, wow, I didn't think I'd ever be able to do this, and I can. And it's fun to be up here on stage.
Yeah.
Um, and then I got into film.
Mhm.
That was even more fun. So
Yeah. To talk a little bit about that. Talk about getting the films. I watched your reel, and I liked you. Dude, I watched a lot of the actors you were like opposite of, and I was like, wow,
uh-huh.
it's really one of the things that I always look for coming from a personal place,
Yeah.
or they just kind of like layered on top. And sometimes you
Um,
see that at a lot of short films, you see a lot of people
yeah.
where it's just kind of top, and I was like, oh wow,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
liked I liked what you were doing. So
Oh,
so
thank you.
talk about film, like transition. But did you find it difficult to transition from stage to film?
I didn't a little bit, learning to
Mm,
tone it down a little
yeah.
bit and
Yeah,
learning how
because
to.
if you do what you do on stage, it'll
Yeah,
be
like,
like
yeah.
it'll look crazy on camera. It'll be like, what?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so funny.
yeah,
The
yeah.
camera catches
S
everything, and when you're on stage, it's that proscenium where be. I mean,
Yeah,
they're both trying to imitate real life, but
yeah.
it's because of
Yeah, it
where
is.
the
So,
audience is.
yeah. Learning that to bring it down the right way, and film just takes such a tremendous amount of focus. I mean, theater takes focus too, but film is like, you really gotta be,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
right there. There's nothing else. It's, the people in the scene, there's nothing else that's, you know.
But one of the things that
s-
I think you had that's really good is like you and you came from theater, so it's all about that. You don't have a second take. You
No.
know, the second take is a luxury that you're ready to go, because sometimes all you do is have a first take. And
Yeah.
even in film, sometimes it's like, oh, we don't have enough. Oh, we lost the light.
Yeah.
Hope you did. I hope you did. And like,
Yeah.
you better have done what you want.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, but
So,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. So that was, I I always thought of film, it's like acting in bits.
yeah,
It's that scene, and then the next bit is the next scene, and,
yeah,
so it's like where, the play is like this long thing that you're staying with, but it's
yeah.
acting in bits. But I enjoy both of them. Um, I I really say I probably enjoy film right now, um but it's still fun to do stage
Yeah.
work, but I just don't do it because it's just a black hole for time,
Yeah.
and I like doing my voiceover stuff now,
Yeah.
so that gives me a lot of, freedom to do my own thing,
The
so.
problem I always have is just like, it's like we have all this time sometimes on the play, and or you get people and they're not off book. So you can't,
Yeah.
you can't do anything. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like, it's like, why we have all this time, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that for me is was there a book or anything? Because I kind of take it that you're kind of a reader. that you read that like helped you with acting?
You know, no, it's just been
No?
doing it. Just
Just
doing
doing
it, doing it, doing it, working with,
Yeah.
coaches, doing it. That has been the big thing for me, has been doing it. And with voiceover too, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it,
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.